Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fourth age of Katalia. I'm your DMGM storyteller, whichever you'd like to call me, Forgotten Dreams, and I am joined by half a cast of lovely people. Let's start with Seth.
Hi, my name's Sephoriel, and I'll be playing Cinnamon today.
All right, fantastic. Next up, we have Shannon.
Hiya, I'm Shannon, and I will be playing Fel.
Hey, and last but not least, Ava.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Ava, and I'll be playing Nasa. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's fine. And guess what? She sounds a lot less sick than she did the first
I
time
know.
around.
I know. It's really
All
good.
right. As you may have noticed, half the party is unfortunately not here. Life and stuff and things. But that is A-okay. We are going to find something to do with these lovely, lovely people that I have left. All right, so, Seth, viewer warning, even though I really don't think we need it, and also a brief recap of the events of last episode.
Yeah, it's on you.
So since we're all responsible adults here, who am I kidding? Let's give a bit of a viewer warning, as in we're all adult players, as in it's not going to be anything weird, but if the themes of the story get a bit darker or a bit more iffy, and you feel like the theme is not fit for you and you just want to hop out for a few seconds, please just do take good care of yourself. Your own health comes first. So yeah, that's a thing potentially, depending on the theme of the story, because we go with the narrative rather than something else. Anyway, we're not vampires today. We're playing very different characters, a bit more happy-go-lucky around, so generally things should be fine. Speaking of happy-go-lucky around, 2 sessions ago, one of the characters decided to commit a near-about murder in the middle of a tavern in front of guards, so that is mainly what last session was about.
Yeah.
As in, we've been in court, boring our asses off, trying to get him out of his position with a local judge. Thankfully, Cinnamon sort of managed to heal up said victim. Said victim also sort of suggested a deal through the court, which Tuo was not very happy to accept. So eventually we went with something completely else, and Tuo is now owing the city about 450 or 350 gold, I believe.
450.
450, and if he's not able to pay that, he will pay that through service in, was it the Wolf's Guard?
It is... hold on. The Wolf's Brigade.
Wolf's Brigade, there we go. So yeah, that was what last session was about. We just got out of court. Yeah.
Alright, fantastic. Okay. The only things I'd like to add on to that are, for those of you who don't remember, the Wolf's Brigade is a de facto mercenary group for the Mages Consortium, who are essentially the secretive police of, well, really the world. They originally started out as the secret police for the Astral Gate, protecting it and making sure that people did not use it for evil. They eventually spread out and started getting their fingers in the pots of other sorts of things, such as the magical schools and the practice of the arcana, but now they've expanded their power greatly, and it's not that great of a thing. So, bringing us back in. Cinnamon and Nasa, you are both dismissed from the courtroom. Meanwhile, Jasmine, David, and Tuo are left behind to complete some paperwork that is necessary for the release of Tuo back into everyday civilian life. Fel, you have recently made your way back from the guardhouse, unable to find a commanding officer for our dear sweet prisoner who told you all the things last episode, including the fact that he was a member of a organization of shady repute and that had political determinations.
Absolutely charming fellow, totally not a terrorist, what you want about.
Totally not a terrorist, yeah.
Totally not a terrorist.
Did she share that with the group? I forget. I'm so sorry.
No. Fel had her conversation with.
To be fair, we had it quite openly.
Yes, you did have the conversation openly.
You haven't had a chance to speak to anybody yet, but did Cinnamon? Didn't Cinnamon hear over here?
Cinnamon
or
was
no?
there to overhear the conversation. Yes, because he was on the guard David's shoulder when the conversation was taking place. However, I don't believe Nasa. It was determined whether or not she could hear the conversation.
I
going
was not. I was not in earshot. But that's okay.
All right.
I'll see in a bit.
Fel, you would sort of, as you were returning to the Capitol building here in Marienberg, you would see out of the courtroom that you previously stepped into, the doors would open. Cinnamon and Nasa would make their way out, but the rest of the party does not, as the doors close behind them, and most of the guards file their way out.
You'd see Nasa like look so happy to be out of that stuffy courtroom, and she'd stretch and like smile because she wasn't in the courtroom at all.
Cinnamon just mimics that stretching, but in the air, like right next to her.
Like flying? Oh, awesome. Awesome. Holy shit, I didn't think we were ever going to get out of there, Cinnamon. Like, I swear to God. Like, I was really worried.
Well, apparently this was a quick one.
That's quick?
David. Yeah, David said that this was really fast.
Wow. Well, what should we do now? They're going to probably be in there for a bit. I don't know what to do.
I don't know. Bit weird now that Calder's gone. Oh, hi, Fel.
Hi, yeah, it is.
Oh, hey, there's a
Weird
little
how-
ankle biter. What's up? You know, because you chop
Oh,
the ankles.
I'll have that. I'm gonna have to. Mind if I borrow that?
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's fine. Your sword could be called ankle biter. Or rapier? It's a rapier, right?
Yeah. It's rapier. Yeah, ankle biter. Oh,
Yeah.
it's been so long since we had a name. That's good. No, I was gonna say we should get some drinks, but I don't know where we're going now. But
You mind if we do some shopping? Like, I just kind of want to see what kind of stuff they have in the town. Like, if they have potions or,
We could, I guess. Like, there's a marketplace and everything.
yeah.
Not really been on there yet.
Mm-mm.
Or was
You
it
guys want to go check it out? See what's happening? See if we can hear anything about, like, maybe some jobs or something? I don't know. I feel like making some money or something. I don't know.
Sounds like an idea. Although is it not quite late yet? I'm saying this would be an evening market kind of thing then. DM.
Yes. It is probably about around the... Oh, boy. It was probably somewhere around 5, maybe 6 when you guys were at the bar. The murder happened, and it probably about 8 that you got out of the bar. You've been in court, so yeah, it's maybe 11 or straight up midnight as you're making your way out of the courtroom and having this conversation in the hallway.
Is there a night market in Marienberg?
Here in Marienberg, luckily enough, this is a city that never sleeps. Much like the capital, this is one of the major cities for this part of the Imperium. All of the major trade comes through this city, as a matter of fact, as there are no other real coastal cities for this portion of the Imperium, which is a high difference, or a major difference, I should say, between the other side of the Imperium. Some of you who may have actually been from the other side of the Imperium would know that there are port cities that are probably about 3 times the size of this one, that see just as much, if not more, traffic. Actually, go ahead and make me history checks.
Okay. That is a 9,
9. Ooh.
which is better than a
Oh.
5,
Oh.
but not as good as a 21. Jesus Christ.
Fell. Oh, coming in with the clutch knowledge. As you're sort of thinking about it, Fell, it wasn't that long ago. It was about 60 years ago that the Imperium itself, here within central Katalia, was actually one whole nation. It wasn't until the revolutionary ideas of democracy and focusing on the needs of the people more than the needs of the government that suddenly a revolution began here at Imperial Katalia, and it led to a very bloody war towards the very end of the Great War that resulted in the Imperium splitting in half. Unfortunately for the Imperium, most of its major trade ports and cities were to the west. So while Marienberg at one point was not that big of a port city, it had a port. But that port probably housed 3 or 4 large ships, and that was about it. But after the war broke out and was lost, suddenly they needed a port to get in all those goods. So Marienberg has been ramshackled to rapidly develop beyond what it was originally intended for. As is very evident, once you leave sort of the inner walls of Marienberg, you come to the first outer wall ring. The first outer wall ring has a decent modicum of homes, anywhere from middle class to straight up ramshackled favela-style housing. Sort of within the inner ring itself, they have recently cleared out quite a bit of the housing district to erect the skyport. And beyond the first ring, you have the second ring, where it's just ramshackle homes as far as the eye can see, until it suddenly runs into farmland, which is being split up and sold to everyone and anyone that can get their hands on farmland, oftentimes leading to a lot of over-farming of the areas, which is very hard to do, especially since you're living in a marsh. So, Marienberg, not the greatest place in the world. It's kind of shitty, but it gets the job done.
She'll describe it. But using words like the Imperium used to be whole, but then the Democrats came in and civil war, and then now there's gentrification in the marshland. That's how she'd say it. But a bit more flowery than that.
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds great.
The D&D version of that.
Have you ever seen the night market yet? I've not. Actually, only been out during the day.
There is a massive night market, and Fel, with 21, you know the best place to go.
Oh! Do you know where to go for like a night market, Fel? Sorry, that was like really kind of worked into it. Not subtle. All right, anyway.
We do. Performances end late, so yeah, I like to pamper myself after a show. Can lead the way. Nothing a bit like retail therapy right now.
I just want to be out. Like I don't want to be in a building or anything. I just feel like we've been in there like way too long. Look, Cinnamon's flying for like the first time in like hours. So, I feel like we should just stay out and kind of peruse markets and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yes. Let's be on the move, shall we?
Yeah. So we head over, I'm assuming.
All right, yes, you go ahead and you make your way through the various busy streets. Despite it being extremely early in the morning, a new day, as many would say, there has not been a single slowdown in traffic. It's almost like no one knows how to go to bed. And you even see some of the same markets, some of the same stalls that you saw open very early in the morning simply have just had their people replaced, and a new person is standing there, hyped up, ready for the night's customers, and ready to go. So, eventually you make your way towards the Black Sun Bazaar. It's one of the smaller marketplaces, but it also has all the fun stuff, some might say, here in Marienberg. You have anything from exotic potion sellers that come from far across not only the Imperium, but also the other surrounding nations. And you might be able to find a magic item or two if you're extremely lucky and you're not being swindled by some punk.
Pets. Exotic pets?
Exotic pets would be something sold here. Yes, absolutely. Except for the extremely dangerous ones. Those
so
are reserved for a different market, maybe in the underground portion of the city.
Okay. Well, I kind of wouldn't mind having a pet, but she doesn't openly say that. So yeah, like, look, they have these kind of cool potions, I think. I don't know. What do they have at this potion booth? Like,
So, if potion selling is what you were looking to do, I would like you guys to go ahead and make me insight checks. Here's why. Like I said, there are people who swindle very heavily in this marketplace. Even though it has some of the best things, it can also have absolutely nothing, depending on who's here. Okay. Wow. All right. Pal, you may have been able to get people here, but Nasa, you immediately spot the pretenders from the real merchants. Initially, Fel made her way over to one of the booths that looked to be selling all sorts of modicums of potions, from health to hair growth to, well, downright getting good at bed. But you quickly spotted, not the good stuff, and clearly that guy is too young to know what he's talking about. Make your way over to one of the other stalls. It's a much smaller one. You can see it's sort of packed away in the far back corners of this market area. And it has an older woman, probably in her late 30s, with slick back gray and blonde hair that's sort of wavy and goes down to about her mid-chest, in a bit of scruffy clothing, and has a large cane next to her. And there's a modicum of various different potions in small vials laid out on her small little table. Well, welcome. What can I interest you in today?
oh, look, a little hole in the wall. Yeah, I like this one. And so, I'm actually just looking to see what type of potions you have that might be not your standard fare that
Not
you
your
would
standard fare.
you would normally see in like a general store or potion shop, like maybe something exciting, or I don't know, turns you into a cat for like 2 minutes or something. I don't know, something weird.
Okay. I don't think I can accommodate cat turning into.
Ooh,
exactly.
maybe a dragon. Like you turn into a dragon for two seconds or something to scare your friends.
I do have not necessarily a full-blooded dragon, but there is a potion of the trickster I have here that will turn anyone who consumes the contents into a pseudo-dragon for an hour.
Oh, that might be cool.
Yes.
Pseudo dragons are small, right? Like, this is player asking GM.
Size,
Like,
yes. Yes. Pseudo dragons are fucking tiny. They're essentially like, think of a
version
person
of a
who owns an
dragon.
iguana.
an iguana. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Cinnamon's just hovering behind Nesa's shoulder and sort of staring at the old woman, wondering if it's a hag or a woman.
Ooh, go ahead and make me an insight check.
How much for the trickster potion? Oh
The
shit!
trickster potion, 23.
Nice roll.
Cinnamon with a 23. This old woman looks nice enough. However, she does give off this faint smell of moss and cayenne pepper. It's weird. And there's some sort of earthy, like rotting wood smell there as well.
Cinnamon just smells audibly like.
And you're over my shoulder?
Nesa's
Okay.
shoulder and sort of upside down floats towards the old woman.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. A fey creature, I presume?
From where I am.
Well, that's a complicated question. Where exactly are you from?
And I sort of flip back upwards. Well, I'm from the Feywild, but are you?
Wasn't always from the Feywild, but I've been known to make my home there a few times.
So Nasa is still looking at the potions. However, she's giving like a cautious eye to this conversation,
Yes.
like looking out for
The price
Cinnamon,
tag
but
attached to the
still
potion
looking.
of the trickster,
Yeah.
145 gold.
Okay. Keep looking.
Someone else that's... Oh, good grief, and Cinnamon just tries to hug the woman who's way too big for him.
Okay. Interesting.
So again, would be watching for anything that would put my friend in danger.
Cinnamon, you attempt to hug this woman, and you go through the majority of her chest before finally you hit something.
Like
Oof.
her like passes through her?
Yes, the rest of you would just see Cinnamon disappear within this woman's chest.
What'd you do with him?
Oh,
I'm sorry, I
great.
just
She
tried to hug
takes
you.
her
Like,
hand.
it's the smell of home, it's been so long.
Yes, and she grabs onto you, Cinnamon, back of your collar, and sort of brings you off and says, "Will you please, some respect for an old woman."
I'm sorry.
Either way,
How?
yes,
how,
that's 145 gold, dear. You sure you want to buy that one?
How? No, that's too like less. Maybe.
Less. Oh boy, I think I have poor people at my door. Very well, very well. Let's see what we have here. For less, well, the healing potions are pretty well controlled in this area. So let's say I give you one of those for 75
job?
gold pieces.
Do you
A
have
job.
some work? Do you
What a
have some
job.
work? You have some work that you could do. Maybe we could do a trade. Like we do something for you, and you give us the potion. I mean, I'm not talking about like it's just 174 worth of work.
Hey, we're family,
Let me get
right?
this straight. You come up to my stall. One of
sorry.
you decides that because I smell of home, is going to attempt to break my illusions for the normal folk of this town. And now you want a job so you can look like a pseudo-dragon for an hour?
I didn't attempt to... I'm sorry.
When you put it that way.
I mean, you're a very strange group, but I kind of like your gumption.
I mean, we've just been in a courtroom for a really long time. I apologize. My wits are just not really about me. I'm more used to being out and about and doing things and
Sure.
that kind of stuff. So I
What about
apologize.
you,
And as-
sweetheart? You're getting dragged into this too if I give these fuckers a job.
I'm assuming she's looking at
He's looking straight at Fel.
Elle.
Where they go, I'll go. So, come on.
I
Give us a
mean,
job.
all right, I
You're worth
guess.
a hell of a lot more than 170 gold.
Look,
You're
look,
getting
look,
a bargain out of
If
this.
your friends want to jump off a bridge and you want to follow, that's up to you. But
Wait a minute. What bridges? We weren't talking about bridges.
I
Are you
just-
sending us off a bridge?
no, nothing so dangerous. I mean, it's only.
I don't
Is that all you want to
jumping
buy?
off the
Is
beach.
so? Wait, you want
No,
one
there's
health
more.
potion,
I
and
mean,
you want
yeah.
the potion
there's-
of the trickster.
Well, what else do you have? Let me see here.
Oh
Then she-
boy, she kind of looks around.
Maybe something to make cinnamon larger.
Oh, that
Hey,
I've
I'm
got.
perfectly
I've got
fine as
that.
I am.
Let's see. I have two. Oh no, here's the third one. I have two regular enlarged spell, not spells, but potions, and And then I have a greater enlarge potion, if that, suits your fancy.
Sure, we'll throw that in too.
Okay. All right, we're up to 1,000 gold.
A job for 1,000 gold. She looks at like the other two, like she's just smiling. Like
That's
she's
a
just.
lot of money. Shouldn't we go work first and see if we can actually gather as much? Like this is.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm not gonna. Obviously, we're not gonna take the stuff until we can like.
No,
pay
you're
for
not
it,
getting
of course.
any of this shit until you've done the
Pay
job.
for it. Right.
Because you fuckers are broke, yeah?
Well, I mean, not broke. But hey, let's look. We're not 100%.
Look, unless somebody's swearing to me their eternal soul, we ain't going nowhere, sweetie. So you gotta do a job, eternal soul, or money.
I like my soul where it is, so a job, I guess.
That's
Unless
what I
you
thought.
guys don't want to. If you guys don't want to, we'll keep looking. It's fine.
I swear I get the
Job
weirdest
time's
customers.
fine. I was bored anyway, but I would need to sleep before we do the job. Well, sleep. I do need to rest. But that is another story.
Look,
Then
your
again,
sleeping
I'm
habits are
really
none of
curious.
my concern. You can do this job whenever you want. It's just, you gotta do the job if you want the items.
What were you
Is the job
saying?
fun?
Cinnamon? What did you say?
Whether the job is fun or not, I'm curious about this job.
Me too.
Should be
What
fun.
about-
It's from family.
It's from family? Really? She's family?
In a sense, I guess. Far away family, distant cousins, something like that.
Okay. And then she looks at
Thanks.
Fel and she's like, it's completely up to you. And if you say no, then I won't go and we'll look for something else. But like, I mean, what else are we gonna do? They have to be in there for like a while and
You don't happen to have any health potions that travel well, do you? I've found a few in my travels that are supposed to be real good, but none of them made it home in one piece.
Oh, yeah, no, I get that a couple of times. I mean, the ones that I'm offering to your friends, they should do okay for travel, but, they're sort of just the basic ones. And I only have, 4 of them, but they only want 1, so. If you would like, I could add more to the shopping cart.
it'd be more. We have to pay back.
Hey, look, you're already up to 1,000 gold. I say go all out, baby.
If I'm basic, like, would that help a, girl
I believe
get
basic
down
is
trying to get
44
the
plus 4.
school? You know what I'm asking, sister's on is, which we haven't defined yet. Did Fel think that would be good enough?
Oh, no, absolutely not. That would not be good enough.
Even Fel would realize that wouldn't be good enough, so she'll
Yeah.
be like, okay. Dum-dum. And just double checking my notes. Ben didn't mention any names, did they? They just mentioned PKK, didn't mention any
Correct.
names or anybody around. Right, so I can't ask for anyone to listen. Okay, yeah, I just help these guys on their job then. I don't need any health potions. They're not good enough.
All right.
So what was the price for one of those health potions again?
Oh, the ones that I've only got 4, they're 50 gold each. Normally. But,
Okay.
You want the other
I
3?
want 75, though, for them because of, the entire restrictions on
Yeah,
selling
yeah.
hope. Yeah, you get this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look into a job
I
first.
don't know, they seem pretty weak, those potions.
I mean, they're fucking basic. Of course they're weak.
But it's in a
And
pinch. It's better than nothing.
where would we find stronger ones? Nothing a bit of vodka
The
and an apple
church,
soda.
more than likely, might have stronger ones. If not them, you can try, you can try the, she air quotes, mage consortium, regulated shops, but I don't know I don't have that list on me. I don't usually shop here a lot, so you'd have to go to one of their job posting boards or one of their places and check on the approved quorum sites.
Thank you.
So what's this job? She leans in on the table and she looks at the old woman like all
Well, sweetie, I wasn't expecting to
Suave.
suddenly, have 1,000 gold worth of shit. I gotta make it into a job. But I guess I could use some ingredients if you're willing to, I don't know, get fucked up a little bit.
And get fucked up a little bit. Like, what do you mean?
Well, I've got a cousin. She lives out in the swamp areas around here, sort of to the south. Let's just say she's in a bit of a dangerous territory. Lots of crocs and lots of other interesting creatures. In this territory, there are a couple of flowers that I need. Carnivorous flowers. You catching my drift here?
Oh, okay. So, in the swamp, with lots of things that want to bite you, there is a plant that also wants to bite you that you need.
I mean, only if you stick your finger in it. Or something else
Okay.
finger-shaped in it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, don't fucking stick your finger in the plant and you'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Is there any specific way we have to harvest it? So, like...
I'll just dig the fucker up by the roots and should be
Okay.
fine. I can give you a few pots. It would help out with
All right.
transportation. Bring back some of the soil, too. That'd be great. I need 4 of them.
Okay.
I should also warn you, their ecology is usually, the small, irritating, and poisonous variety. So watch out for any small flying insects, poisonous ants,
You have
beetle
any
scorpions.
any antidotes or...
I don't care that shit with me now.
Oh, God.
Fucking
Okay.
hag. I can just wave my hand and shit's gone.
Okay.
Well, but hey, if you're going to do my Sunday shopping for me, fuck it, why not?
Well, maybe. I don't know, guys. What do you think? There's lots of poison. I'm not...
I could help out with that if
If you properly rested?
when I'm yeah, let's go back to the Widow's Whispers or Whisper's Widow or where Calder got
Widow's
killed,
Whisper?
unfortunately.
Okay.
Then we can look into that, I guess.
What?
What?
Is that place still open? I heard Coldo died.
Yeah.
Earlier today. It
Who the
was
fuck killed him?
Oh! Lady! I'm sorry, what's your name?
Tiva.
Tiva. Tiva, do you know of anything that when it was consumed would, like, cause like,
induced heart
someone...
attack.
Yeah.
Smells of ammonia.
Smells of ammonia and conduces a what?
Heart attack.
Heart attack. Okay. Sorry, your accent just fucked with me when you said it.
Yeah, I'm trying, sorry.
I mean, not to be racist or anything, but you kind of got the perfect mix of solution right behind you. Take a little of her blood, some sulfur, and some black root, and boom, deadly poison that causes heart attacks. Smells of ammonia.
What are you talking about?
She points to Fel.
What? And I look... Really?
Didn't you guys take, like, I don't know, biology class or some shit? Did you go to school?
No, druid. I'm a druid. I deal
don't
with
know your
animals.
fucking life.
Oh my god. I mean, okay, so yeah, I know you don't know my life, but I'm a druid. I
Okay.
prefer to deal with like animals and things like that, but
Okay, so you're like a botanist. Great. Do they have botany school and druid school?
no.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so why would her blood be mixed with something else would make a heart attack stuff?
It's
Her blood
probably
is
a
like
bloodline.
shocked, full of all sorts of shit that would kill normal people. Hello, demon. No offense, sweetie. I don't mean any of this to hurt you. It's just the way that things worked out. Sorry.
All right, so someone took demon blood, mixed it with something else, made it smell like ammonia, and
Yeah, take a
killed him.
tiefling, drain a couple liters of blood. Whew, some fun shit.
And it just makes it look like a heart attack, but like they were actually poisoned.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, It's kind of easy to tell. It usually leaves like a black streak on the back of the tongue.
Do we check his tongue?
I don't remember, but we can ask, what's her name tomorrow?
Okay.
Jasmine probably remembers. He's smart.
Are there many other tieflings or demons in town?
I mean,
Or is there a shop where you can pick up their blood?
there are like a couple of tieflings that I've seen around town. The only real like named tieflings I know about in town are like the Yaz twins, and the Yaz twins are part of that fucked up circus that's in town.
Curly's?
Oh Jesus Christ! Are you also? You're not a member, are you?
Twins, they're fun.
Oh.
Curly's Captivating Circus.
I fucking hate the circus. Alright. Well,
There's no clowns. Well, there is a
it's not
clown,
the
but there's
clowns
no
that scare me. Hello, clowns do not bother me. Alright? It's the acrobatics. That shit is fucking nail biting. Alright? I don't know about you, but have you ever seen someone do fucking acrobatics and they're fucking... They hit the ground at, like, however fast the fuck they're going and they break their neck? It's fucking horrifying. I saw that shit as a child, damn it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Calm down. So she's like, it's all right. It's all right. There's no reason. We're acrobatics. Bad news. Got it.
There has only been one injury, and that was a heart attack in the audience. Not us. We're
So what you're
professional.
telling me is you've got a history of heart attacks.
One.
Uh-huh. That's still a history. Yeah. Good on you.
All right. So
Hey man, maybe you create like the legend of, sorry, what's your name? I don't know you people's names.
Cinnamon.
Okay, Cinnamon, that's a cute but oddly I mean, what do you do around actual Cinnamon?
As long as people don't make too many remarks, not much.
Yeah, but what about when people are talking about Cinnamon and they have to talk about you in the same sentence?
Confused, usually.
Yeah, it sounds fucking confused. Moving on. You? Tall lady.
yeah.
Name?
Nasa. I'm Nasa.
Nasa. All right,
what's your
great.
name? What's your
Tiva.
name? Tiva.
Yeah. Weren't you listening when I said it like 5 minutes ago?
I'm sorry. I'm just
Fucking
thinking
druids
about.
and their no education.
Oh
God.
my God.
They want free
yeah.
shit, but they're willing to work for it. And
I mean, it's not free if you're working for it.
Sure,
The definition
sure.
in itself means that
look,
it's not
I caught
free.
myself mid-saying it, lady. All right.
Freaking, what are you? A witch? Like what? Like the
Hey, let's not go
vocabulary?
spreading around the W word, all right? Thank you very much. I am an H, not a
She's
W.
hag, she's fine.
Thank
Oh,
you.
A hag. Freaking hag.
Gods. Yeah. May Bahamut ever strike me down if I become a witch? What the hell? Not some rip-off witches be bitches shit over here, alright? This is legitimate stuff. I've got a business to run.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, you know, I appreciate everything that you've done, Tiva. Seriously.
Kind of just looks at you and gives you this blank stare. Okay. Great. So you gonna go collect some carnivorous plants for me, or?
She looks
Describe what they look like.
Oh yeah, sure. And she'll go ahead and you watch as she goes underneath her little counter and pulls up a small tome, probably about this big, and goes ahead and places it onto the counter, opens it up, and you can see inside it is a hand-drawn record of various local plants and fauna. And eventually she gets to the carnivorous plant section. And what you would see is essentially what would look a lot like a rose. with rows upon rows of shark-like teeth on the various different petals. Just, that's it. It's not the shade. Look, I wasn't that great with shading, and I didn't have any color. But you know, it'll look straight up like a rose, but it'll be black stem, and the actual petals will be green. Okay, that's.
Somebody writing this. Somebody writing this down.
Well, I don't know.
No,
Tell me.
no, Tiva. I'm asking my friends. Hold on. Let me. She pulls out a
I
book.
don't need to write it down. Black stem, green petals, rows of shark teeth, hella pretty. I want them as my new headband.
Looks
I'm
like
not gonna forget
rose.
that.
No. Oh.
Looks.
I mean, that would be interesting.
Rose, black
Also very
stem.
angry looking.
How much do you think that they can hold with those teeth? I mean, if
What do
I
you
was
mean?
doing like if you were swinging, and could you land, and could the teeth from the rolls kind of pull you up? Like, would it support my body weight?
No, I don't think it would support your body weight. What are you, like a?
Might
I don't know.
eat
You look
cinnamon,
like
though.
an easy 110.
Yeah, let's not let the plant eat cinnamon, shall we?
Yeah, it might eat cinnamon.
No,
Are you like an
no,
80 between
no.
a 180 and 110, or how much do you weigh?
Yeah, ask a lady her weight.
No, that's the age. You never ask a lady her age.
Yeah, that's age. You ask a lady her weight all the time.
Nah.
Anyway.
You not ask a lady.
So, thank you. South.
Wait.
Of here.
I'm very interested in this whole standing on a flower that's carnivorous thing. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Or not to. It seems like a really stupid idea.
So let me get
Not
this straight.
standing,
You wanna?
as in it's on that headband.
Oh yeah, no, you could totally put it there, but like, okay.
And
Is
when
that
you're
all you want to do
swinging,
with it?
Like and then when you're swinging, instead of catching the pole with your hand, the teeth from the headband catch onto
Oh.
the.
I mean,
Yeah.
you'd have to like keep the thing alive, and you would only have to be able to hold on to the pole for a very short amount of time before you had to, make it to the next one. I don't know how you're going to keep the plant alive and also train it so that it recognizes metal as something it should bite into.
You can code it in something. I'm gonna make this work. This is gonna be a brilliant routine. No, this will work. This will work. I want some too. Do you have any extra
Hide my
pots?
camera again because you're making me fucking laugh my ass off, Ava. Alright.
Is there a mushroom or a fungus anywhere nearby that would grow into a mushroom?
Hold
Mushrooms?
on, we'll talk about shrooms in a minute, darling. I don't think I have a pot that
This
can.
conversation is taking a long time. I need somewhere to
Look,
sit.
I am fascinated by even though acrobatics are terrifying, getting a person with a plant on their head to swing from bar to bar. Okay, it's fucking fascinating. Either way, I don't have a pot that small that would support that, but I don't. That's the thing. Like, how are you going to secure the pot to your head, and also have the plant bite metal, and also have the plant not get ripped out of the pot while you're swinging?
The pot's not gonna be on my head. The plant's gonna be in my headband.
I do think you just found the perfect description for this whole plan. Pot-headed.
I'm writing it down. Nasa says, pot-headed is the name of this.
Fine.
Ow.
But
Alright.
any tips I get when I actually pull this one off, you ain't getting.
She looks over at Fella and she goes, I don't think you can. I think the plant dies. I think most plants die if you chop it off. So if you didn't have it in a pot, it wasn't going to stay alive enough to.
I don't know how you're
grip.
sustaining this thing unless, you're like one of those, I don't know, the weird blood magey dudes. Maybe you like put the roots, you crack open your skull and put the roots into your, I don't know, bloodstream and have it live off of you. That's a very dark, it's a very dark discussion. All right, I like where it's going. So, maybe you come by my place later on tonight.
Back of my face.
Yeah, we could work this out. We could work this out. Look, you come to my tent. Ah, shit, it's already midnight. I'm gonna only be here for like another 4 hours. So, I don't know. Where are you gonna be at like 6?
I mean, it depends on how quick we can get. I mean, we're going to be sleeping,
Oh,
so we're going to
right,
be at
yeah.
the inn.
No, yeah, you guys gotta sleep and shit. So, come meet me at like 6 at my place. We'll talk about how to drill holes into your skull and fucking get this plan in there.
No, let's not. She looks at Fel like, I think all of that just so that you can flip in the air and do somersaults with bars is a little much.
But it'll look like I'm flying.
Not really. It'll look like a plant has.
Yeah, I do think that this whole thing might actually turn you into a plant.
Yeah, it might be bad. I mean, usually drilling holes in your head is a bad thing.
I'd say that.
I know.
I'm not even gonna go there. No, this sounds like a bad
said-
idea all around.
You said mushrooms, right? You wanted mushrooms or something?
Oh,
Yeah,
what do you
I just
what
want
do you
to grow a mushroom large enough to sit on because this is taking a while.
Oh, just to sit on. Oh, okay.
You want to use
I
Druid?
thought-
Do you have Druid
I
craft?
thought-
I do have druid craft, so
Okay.
that's what I was planning to do.
It's just sprouted mushrooms.
Fantastic. So yeah, you
All
go
right.
ahead and you use Druid craft, and you have yourself a mushroom seat. It takes a couple castings, but
So, Tiva, like you said, it was
No shit. Yeah,
In
we're
this-
getting back to business. What's up?
in the south. It was in the swamps, but it was south, the southern swamps.
Yeah, it's the southern portion of the swamps. Why?
I'm just making sure so we're not out there like in the northern part of the swamps looking for this.
No, she said in the southern parts of the swamp, somewhere
I
near
mean,
a cousin of
if
hers,
you don't
which
know
is
the
probably
difference
also-
between north and south, when I said south earlier, that's. I think you have some other issues to deal with in the future.
It's very
but, hey,
promising, I know.
uh,
He's good though.
Oof. Maybe you should talk to your local council member about upgrading the druidic school. Is that a thing? Did you go to college?
What? What?
Never mind.
Southern swamp. 4 flowers
Yeah, I just need 4 of these fuckers.
and is there any way to get them without them biting us? Oh, and be careful of poisonous insects.
And be careful of poisonous insects. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of easy. You just don't put your hand anywhere near the top of the plant. Just go for like the stem, the roots,
Right. So if we want the stuff, we just go get this and bring it back and we'll do a trade, right?
Yeah. So that's gonna be for like half of it. So that'll cover 500. Here's the other 500. So, if you can bring me back. Look, sometimes these plants grow inside of the local crocodiles and like protrude out of their backs. If you could bring me one alive, that'd be great.
A live crocodile that has this growing out of its back?
Yeah.
It sounds interesting to say the least.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know how you're gonna capture it or bring it back, but hey, you can get one. I'll even take one that's dead as long as you can preserve it.
Makes for a really interesting planting pot.
I know. Like, how are the plants staying alive and the crocodile staying alive? I don't know, but it's fascinating. Also, do the plants protect the crocodile and vice versa?
These are all very good questions.
So
What's up?
it is possible for the flowers to stay alive on someone.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna drill holes in your head. I gotta get the roots in there somehow.
What if
I don't
I
think a
brought
deep
you?
massage is going to do the job.
What if I brought you back one of the crocodiles that didn't have any plants in it, but I brought you the crocodile to grow plants in it?
I think if we manage to find
mean,
the
I'd
crocodile
need-
and kill it, I
what-
could preserve it technically.
Hmm. Okay.
Here's the thing. I don't know how the plant crocodile mix even starts, or how it happens. So, you know, it'd be really great if I could get a living, already infected one.
Okay.
Oh, that word sounds dangerous.
What else do you want me to call it?
It is an infection. Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
clearly, I don't know if it's parasitic or symbiotic, but fucking, it's awesome.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Think about it. What if other plants grow on this thing's back on the normal? I mean, what if I have just like a crocodile pet that has an endless supply of the plants I have to go out every season to go get?
That's pretty funny.
You know?
Okay. All right. So if we want the stuff, we have to do these two things, and then we get the stuff, right?
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. I mean, if you just give me the crocodile and it has at least 4 of these things on its back, that'll cover it too.
That would be the jackpot.
I know.
It'd be the 2 birds with 1 stone type of thing.
Or 1 crocodile.
Or 1 crocodile. Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns. That's all I'm thinking right now.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
green flower, black stem. But sure. You say whatever helps.
Flower.
Man, druids. You know.
Look, plants are just not my thing.
I thought the public sector had it bad. Nah, those kids are fine. You don't even fucking know colors.
Look, god damn it. Look, I'm just saying. All right. All right, we got our information. You guys good? Any other questions?
Just
No?
feeling a tiny bit tired, but besides that, no, fine.
Let's get a nightcap.
Yeah, let's go. That's fine.
Oh, nightcap, that's an idea. Stands up and flies off.
Yeah, let's do that. And then I follow him and I wave back to Tiva. I wave back to Tiva and see you later. And I'll go follow my friends.
Don't ever call me that again! As you leave the market.
That's so weird. Usually hags like being called Granny.
Alright, so are you guys going to go back to Koldo's place? Back to the Widow's Whisper?
I guess the Widow's Whisper's familiar.
Yeah, I would too. And then we have to check to see if he had the black stuff down in his throat or tongue, on the back of his tongue. Because then we would know it was made with tiefling blood or demon blood.
About an hour and a half's walk in order to get back to the Widow's Whisper. Passing through the various different people, saying hello to an occasional guard who recognizes you from around the area, and then eventually coming to the outside of a slightly darker than normal establishment. You can see that there are some lights on in the downstairs. There is the very light buzz of conversation that sort of hums the lower interior of the building as you stand outside. And other than that, it's just this dreary aura sort of over the building itself.
For our inn?
Yeah,
Our place?
like something's missing.
Something is missing?
Like a bit of life, I guess. We're missing Calder.
Like, but
Assuming
it's everything else is normal, right? It's just the
everything else
feeling
is
that we're
normal.
getting.
It's just this feeling that something's just missing.
It's kind of depressing. Not having Caldera.
I'm gonna check my pockets. You know,
What
like,
would Nasa normally have in her pockets?
I don't know, just like, she's checking to see if like, you're saying something's missing. So usually when you feel like something's missing, you check yours.
Emotionally, something's
oh,
missing.
Oh.
It's a dark aura.
Someone died.
It's Casca at the bar.
She is currently at the bar. Quite tired looking. Serving up a couple of drinks. It looks like riding 2 patrons into the books for rooms for the night. And just waiting on her normal replacement guy, Jackson, to make his way here. He's probably going to be here in another hour or so. At least you think so, Cinnamon, because that's usually when it arrives.
You okay, Casca?
Kind of opens her mouth as if she has a response ready to go, and then immediately closes it and says, I'm all right. How are you? How are you doing?
Good.
Hey,
The whole
Fel.
statement thing.
Nasa, how are you guys?
Good.
Well, am I getting you like alcohol, a room, what?
Yeah, I'll take a whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah, is there any of that whiskey left that Calder spiked with mead?
Oh yeah, we got plenty of that stuff left. I yelled at him for buying so much of it this morning. All right, hold on.
Still want to do it.
You all right?
You know.
So, for as non-affected that she appeared when he was lying on the floor, she's now kind of melancholy? Is that what I'm reading?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure that's what...
Look, some people deal with, death in weird ways. All right.
Sure.
He disappears for a little while. Goes ahead and gets you guys your drinks. Eventually places them before you. Kind of rests both of her hands onto the bar and puts her face in between her hands and just stares towards the back wall.
A replacement not here yet. You see, like you could use a rest.
He's not going to be here for like an hour.
Yeah, that's not great.
Get some sleep. We'll clean up.
What?
I mean...
I'll clean up then if you guys want to sleep.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, sure. Protect what's left of the fucking alcohol as she turns to the shelves, and you can see that they're mostly empty after you guys suggested that they could be raided earlier in the day. You know what? Bar's closed, assholes! As she backs away to the shelves and she grabs the 6 bottles of cheap liquor that are still sitting there, holds them tightly to her chest, and slowly begins making her way towards the stairs.
Yeah,
I'm-
poor Carol.
Something... I don't know. It might be nothing. Never mind. It's fine.
What is it? You can speak your mind. Real
I
friends
just-
here.
I just don't... no. I understand people deal with grief in all types of ways, but I don't know. She seems odd. Like, I would have thought that the initial, like, seeing him on the floor, somebody that, like a father figure and everything else, like on the floor, would have had a bigger impact, but she continued on like business as normal. And then,
Shock on it.
I mean, even a shock, like she didn't even stop. Like she just kept on going. I don't know. It's still, now, I don't know. Like I said, it's, anyway.
What else do you do when you think you're sinking? You just struggle on.
But she wasn't struggling on. She was peppy about, like, she was, yep. Like, it was upbeat. It wasn't.
I guess it's a way of trying not to see what's going on. Not sure.
Something that was stable when everything feels like it's falling under you. She'll hop over the bar and look, see if there's any room keys left. And if there are, she'll chuck them to Cinnamon. And I'm sorry, I always forget your character, Nisa. Cinnamon and Nisa. If there's any bedroom keys left, she'll chuck them over.
Yeah, there are bedroom keys aplenty. Even the one that has the broken window, its key is still down here too.
It's not, as in, I don't like the idea of that room.
Well, what's even
I'll
more?
take that one.
Well, I think we should see if something's been done to kind of begin the repair of that. I don't know. There's just so much stuff going on right now that I feel is out of place. Why? This place is just very.
I'll go repair the window.
No, you don't have to repair it. Why wouldn't she have gotten someone to repair it?
You watch as one of the patrons comes up to the bar and is like, "Hey, Phil, bar really closed, or you got some drink back there?"
What you're after and how much you're paying.
Well, I'm after a lot of things, but to keep it simple for now, I don't know. There's that weird stuff called Merlot. I'd like to try that.
Does she see any around?
Not here in the front, no.
She'll have a look in the back, but as she'll call over to him. But you have to make it a to-go.
What? No.
Okay. So, looking in the back, you would see that there are a couple of bottles in the back that are readily available. There's also in the back, built into the wall, there are 4 keg holders that have different brands of. 2 of them have different brands of whiskey, and the other 2 have different brands of. One's an ale, one's a mead. No more lows readily available, though, unfortunately, among the bottles.
Anything similar. He's already drunk. Anything that's red.
There's a dry port that's up there.
Does it look like it could pass? Does it look?
It looks like it could. It would have the same color palette as some of the more Merlots. Yeah.
Sure. She'll grab that, and again, she'll be upcharging him a lot, not to pocket it for herself, but to give, Caldo's daughter some money after this night.
All right. Well, there aren't any price tags listed on the bottle, so how much does Fel charge him for a bottle of Merlot? Quote
It'd
unquote.
be double. It'd be double what she knows is the usual price, whatever that be.
Okay. He slides over 10 gold. Man, that's a lot for a bottle, but I heard this shit's good, so.
It's good, and it's the last one. It's big. But as I said, it's to go.
Okay, yeah. He takes it, slides over the gold, makes his way for the door. Alright, have a good night.
She'll wave to him unless anybody else wants to quickly snatch any questions for him before he wanders his drunk ass out.
No one seems to have any questions for him. He just wanders his way out and looks around. You can see as the door's still open and he's looking around. He kind of goes, yeah, I'm coming with you. I'm coming. No. And he just walks out of the door. And the door just swings behind him.
And to put that gold somewhere safe. So, you want to do some investigation of the broken window or more?
I just want to. I don't know. There's just something weird. I feel like there's something weird. And
The whole situation, yeah, it stinks, and not just of ammonia.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Cinnamon. And then I
Wow.
hate doing this. But I feel like we need to take a look and see if like there's that trail on the tongue thing that she was talking about.
Oh.
I don't think he's still here, is he?
I don't
Haven't they
know.
taken him out yet?
I don't know.
I still know it of. Is there any more guests in the bar? Or are we the only people here now? Apart from Louise,
There are like 4 other individuals in the bar. 2 of them are passed out on the table, with their cloaks over top of their head. The other 2 are kind of just like chilling out. Their feet are up on the table that they're at, and they are talking by the fire, just gently, not really listening into what you guys are doing, and just talking to one another.
So you ain't locked up yet. But there is more, like Caldo. It was pretty much random-ish, I think, maybe.
This whole thing, you know, it smells like something's not random on this at all. Like,
Bland. I would say
it was part of this letter group thing, and
man, I just wish we could have talked with that guy. I wish we could have talked with that guy that you got stabbed by or whatever. Like, fuck. I tried getting him to talk in that chair, and
Phil talked to him, didn't she?
what?
Phil talked to
Yeah.
him. He spilled
Upstairs.
quite a bit of beans, actually.
What did he say?
Upstairs.
Oh, right. All right. So we.
Didn't someone stay here and keep an eye on these last few patrons? Like,
You know
don't
what?
want them feeling any booze, correct?
There's-
Guys, let's get on
Other
out.
than the kitchen. Okay.
She's gonna start ushering him out. It's closing time. We're done here. Bad juju, whatever you want to say. Like, we need some time to recuperate emotionally. I'm sure you guys understand. There's been a
Meanwhile,
death in the
The
family.
lax person's
Let's
already
go.
being kicked out of the door as you say there's been a death in the family and the door closes.
All right, there we go.
Right, do we have a key for the front door?
There's a key behind the counter.
I'll fly a key over and lock it.
Can you put a note for the replacement guy?
Right.
Thank you.
I'll start trying to find shit together to make a nose and pin that on the outside of the
Yeah,
door.
it's not hard to find. There's usually like a little order book for whenever they get a new waiter who has to write down the orders the first couple of times around. They have one of those sitting around with a bit of quill and ink, and quickly write a note, stick it up onto the front door, just wedge it into the crack so it's legible through the stained glass window.
Right. Let's talk and rest.
Yeah. So, that guy, well, Mel is what he wanted to be called by everyone, but he wanted to be called Ben when speaking to me. He said he was a member of was it People Corps of Katalia? PKK?
Yeah, later. Of some sort.
There's lots of them doing to shake things up, want to make things better for everyone, and this is how they want to do it, but even he can really come up with a good reason why he called out. But it's more shit that is gonna happen. But he did say if we could get him out of jail, he could get us inside. I don't think the police are gonna get anything. The guards are gonna get anything out of him. But I don't know.
I'm not sure how good of an idea it is to actually try and free one of the criminally insane. Like,
I mean, I don't want to free him.
But to go undercover.
Calder, I don't want him to be free.
Do you think there's anything to follow up on what he said?
He didn't have any names of anyone. Just that there were a few people around. And where was the place he said the main meeting was? Again, my shitty knockoff Word document has corrupted a lot of my notes, so I've lost a bit of it. But I've got half a couple of
Meeting
sentences.
place.
It's annoying.
Let's see here. I did not write
Yeah, I
down
think it was
the
another-
meeting place. Hold on.
It was it wasn't specific. It was like another town, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It wasn't like
I
specifically.
think so.
Well, considering we might have a different kind of task ahead, I'm gonna think on, well, what we're gonna do next and rest, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Was the window fixed?
You guys go ahead and make your way upstairs and check out to see if the window has been indeed fixed. And you can see that it is in the process of being fixed. The window seal has been taken out, and there is a bunch of replacement materials for rebuilding the windowsill, and also a replacement window is packaged heavily and lying on the bed. And you can see for right now they just have essentially a small tarp that is covering up the hole from the outside.
Okay, so at least she's been, working on it, I guess.
Cinnamon, you fly over some of the blood stains from when you were hit.
Are we taking this room or another one that's in this field?
I'm sorry, we were just looking here. We were just checking it out and stuff. We're not staying in this one. Okay, well, I mean, at least she's started, some repairs of the place and things. I guess that's a little bit better. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the morning.
Bye.
And she takes her key and goes, sleeps in one of the well-kept rooms.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, the night goes by.
Might actually fly downstairs and just sit on the chandelier.
Okay, absolutely.
Starts meditating, sitting on the chandelier.
Sure.
We'll clean up a bit and then sit in the tarp room.
Okay. All right. So, you guys separate. Either go to bed or do your own little activities, and eventually you find yourself to rest. The night goes by. A new morning quickly comes to. You don't get the cawing of roosters or the sound of chickens moving about through grass. No. Instead, for all of you, it is it's morning carolers going through from the local churches, doing their local Bible hymns. It's individuals pissed off that they're getting ripped off from a small food stall here or there, and they don't think bread should cost an entire silver. It is the sound of an individual getting mugged 2 blocks over and yelling for his life. These are the sounds that wake you up.
Human towns. Good morning, everyone. If anyone's downstairs yet, or am I the only one awake? As I look down from the chandelier.
It's an empty bar.
Nisa is coming down the stairs.
Also, a quick note to the DM, I just forgot 2 of my spells and replaced them with 2 others. Like, that's a cleric thing.
Oh, yeah.
Prepared
Okay.
spells,
Yeah.
switching.
Go ahead.
I also am going to add a spell.
What are you
Um,
swapping out?
I want to do. Hold on.
Also, Cinnamon, what are you swapping out?
I forgot detect magic and what was the other one? And calm emotions. And I got in lesser restoration and gentle repose.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
So for a first level spell, she's gonna swap out detect magic for animal friendship.
Animal
Or wait,
friendship,
what
okay.
is this one? Hold on. You establish a telepathic link with one beast you touch that is friendly to you or charmed by you. Nope, not doing beast bond. We're gonna do animal friendship.
Good morning, Nessa.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
Good.
Great.
Cinnamon over things. Do I technically sleep? Kinda.
Technically, yeah.
And I fly my way down to the bar to look for breakfast. By breakfast, I mean honey spiced whiskey.
Okay. You go ahead, and I'm sure that if you ask Fel, who's currently, well, no, at this point, Cass would be back up, so Cass would be once again manning the bar. She would make her way towards the back and quickly go ahead and get you some honeyed whiskey.
Good breakfast.
Do you want anything else to eat with that? I can make like some eggs, maybe some sausage links.
Half the sausage is a lot, but sure, half a sausage and half an egg.
Okay.
I'll take care of it because I'm hungry too. So if you don't mind, I'll go in the back and make something for myself and the three of us, Or are you hungry? Do you want something to eat? I can make something for you too.
Yeah, sure. If you could, well, I was thinking eggs and sausage, but if you could
Mm-hmm.
make like 2 slices of toast. Normally
Yeah.
I'd get Tuo to make this stuff, but I don't know where he is.
They're probably still at the courthouse or something. Anyway, it's all right. So she'll go in the back and she'll start making breakfast.
The whole deal of getting him off the charges of, well, attempted manslaughter and that kind of stuff. Court is boring.
Yeah, but it's also like difference between life and not life.
Yeah. Still boring.
You got a point.
Do you know where they may have taken I'm so sorry, this is the player. I forgot his name. No, yeah, Calder, yeah.
Holdo?
Yeah. Coldo. Yes, okay, sorry.
Oh,
do you
probably to the city morgue. Yeah, I don't actually know how this works, but some guards came by. They picked him up, wheeled him out of here, and I'm guessing they took him to the morgue. I don't know when I'm gonna get the body or anything like that to, do a funeral, so.
Cinnamon did make a pretty good medicine check on Caldo when
What was your medicine check on that?
that was pretty high, I remember, somewhere in 20-something.
If it was 20-something, yeah. You would have noticed that there was a black streak in the back of the tongue. You weren't thinking about it in the moment when it was mentioned by the old hag.
I've just rested and sort of retailed dreamscapes the day before. So, I slept on it, and I do seem to remember, if I'm not mistaken, besides the whole the ammonia smell coming from his lips, then I did actually look into his mouth, and there was actually a black streak in the back of it, and I'm quite sure of that.
Alright, so he was poisoned, and it probably was with either demon blood or tiefling blood. It's used to make the potion.
Sorry? What are we talking about?
We spoke to a hag. She was quite convinced that if a poison was made to induce a heart attack, and those particular things were present on the body, it would probably be made out of demon blood.
Okay, wait a minute. You spoke to an evil witch of the forest.
No,
That's what hag is,
just
right?
a hag.
Wait, aren't like hags like witches of forests and swamps?
They're grannies, right?
It's not what I was told.
We come from very different places, you and I.
I mean, true. You're tiny and you have wings, and you're like the first cinnamon I've ever met that actually talked. I mean, there are garden statues that look kind of like you, but not exactly like you.
Garden statues.
Well, yeah. Sometimes if you go towards like the richer districts, they have like little statues in their garden and things like that. And I could swear I saw one that looked like somewhat like you,
What?
but I think it had butterfly wings.
I sincerely hope that your rich people don't petrify my people.
I wouldn't put it past them.
No, that is not good. I don't like that.
I mean, they're rich. I don't know what they do with their money.
Yeah, they do tend to be rather evil. Said as he sits himself down on the bar.
So,
Hmm.
Mesa, how's that food coming?
I'm almost done. Just waiting on the toast. The eggs are finished, and sausage is almost done too.
Okay.
Well done yet? I haven't seen her yet, have I?
You haven't seen
No.
who?
I'll go check on her. Give me a minute, and I'll
Vel?
fly up to her room and start knocking.
And as he flies up, she just comes around the corner with the food being done, and she goes, like, like just being done when he's getting up. But
That's
she
fine. He
puts
only
out.
wants like half of one, so why don't you eat like 90% of yours and give him what's left?
I mean, I made him half of a plate.
You made
I even
half
put
of-
it on like. I even put it on like a little
Oh.
one of those half plates that you have back there. It's not like a
Yeah,
teacup
we
or
never
anything,
use
but
those things, so
yeah, I put it.
guess
I mean,
good
you
use.
guys. Yeah, like I just. But I mean, it looks like an actual full
Sure.
meal.
Yeah, for like tiny people.
Yeah, exactly. So she puts it.
Fast! You hear her coming up the stairs.
So she puts it down and she stands behind the bar, leaning back against the bar, but holding the plate of food and eating it as she stands there waiting for everybody else.
Yeah,
God,
so
now
take a
I-
couple bites and yeah.
Now I want
I'm
breakfast for
hungry,
dinner.
thank you for
I
that.
know, right? Fel, do you answer the calls?
Yeah.
Alright, you're alive, good. I'm going downstairs. There's breakfast.
I'm not really hungry. Hard to have an appetite after everything last night.
Makes sense, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna eat. Some flies down again.
You can have my portion too.
What?
Yeah.
Someone can have your portion? As Cass grabs the plate and begins scooping it into her own.
Yeah.
Starts almost like a wild animal eating everything that has been given him to on that plate. Like he has no table manners whatsoever.
She pushes a fork towards him to use, and then also the jelly, like for his toast, like trying to pause the intake at all, like for him to take a moment.
He just pauses to look at you, looks at the fork, looks at you. Realise it can almost use that as a weapon, right?
I mean, it's.
I mean, should we get like some silverware your size?
Not sure if it's necessary. I got these, and he just holds his filthy hands up.
Oh,
True,
no.
but yeah, now your hands are covered in, sausage grease and egg yolk.
Cinnamon just looks at her with his half grease covered face, like. Eh.
Yeah. Can. Yeah. You got it. She's gonna finger gun Cinnamon and be like, "You got it, bud." Yeah. And then she's gonna finish eating her food.
Cinnamon just continues crunching down, or gobbling down everything, I should say.
Cass gets about
Looking for
halfway
more.
through her food before she finally just says, I should have asked for hash browns instead.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just now suddenly I crave hash browns.
Maybe next time.
She gets some of that ketchup from the market.
Yeah. So Nasa's not like the best cook in the world, but she's not the worst by any means, and it's actually pretty good. But it's not like orgasmic or anything like that. It's just good food.
Sure, absolutely.
I nominate Cinnamon to clean up.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I cooked it. You ate it. You can clean it.
Plus, you need like a shower, so use the buckets we got in the back, fill up the sink, and wash
I
yourself
did.
off. In the
I mean,
process.
I cleaned up the pans at least. You don't have to do that part. Because I hate cooking and not cleaning.
Starts collecting what he can and sort of tries to fly it up into the
I'll
kitchen.
at least help you there. Yeah, come on, bud. And she helps you get the plates there.
Where's Fel?
I don't know, Foul.
Did you find her? Did you
I'm
find
right
her?
here.
Oh.
I mean, you're so silent.
Take him down
Like,
after me.
what can I say? I don't know.
So we're gonna go. Or we're gonna go do the plant thing, or are we gonna?
Plant
Was
thing?
there? Yeah, a plant thing. Yeah. We
Plant thing. What do you?
the same hag that told us about the poisoning thing. She has a couple of potions and stuff like that, and there's some work for us to do, so that we could go and
I think
get
they're
the
pretty
potions.
expensive potions, though, as in. Oof.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You
Anyway,
wanna
I'm
go
gonna
to a
wash the dishes. I'll be back in a minute.
government-regulated potions shop? Come on now.
I mean, I don't mind getting this stuff for her. Like, she helped. I mean, if anything, she helped us with like a little bit more information about what happened to.
I'll go. You'll hear
Thank
a
you,
shout.
thank you, God. I can't. It's not her. It's me. It's not Nasa. It would be me. All right.
Yes, I know.
So, yeah. I mean, if anything like that, that was helpful. So I don't mind doing that. I just wish there was something to follow up with that guy, like somewhere to go.
Guy?
The one that stabbed Cinnamon.
Oh, the one.
He's in the guard
Yeah.
place. They're just not letting anyone talk to him apart from the guards.
Slapped me. You'll hear from the kitchen again.
I mean, can't you use like cinnamon to say that you're gonna press charges for assault? And maybe that would allow you to.
Would have pressed charges.
She doesn't know that though, so that's. I assume that you said yes to pressing charges when you guys were there.
Yeah, I thought
Was
I
he-
already did that.
Was he a part of anything bigger, or was he just doing it on his own?
I don't know. You'd have to talk to him.
Hmm.
Did it seem like he was a part of it? Fel talked to him for a while, like right over there.
It's. Yeah, I mean, she's here. She can hear me say that. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, Fal's looking at Nessa like, do you not hear what I told you last night? She's
No,
she's
it's-
confused as if like you're generally being
Spacey?
ignorant, or
No,
as if
she's
as
100%
if,
spacey.
or are you trying to get more information from Cass and not Fal? Like, yeah, Fal just looks confused. She's like, I literally told you.
Well,
Huh?
off to plants, I guess.
Okay. I mean,
I sort of imagine, by the way, that after a few minutes of Cinnamon being sent to the kitchen to do the dishes, you'll start hearing some singing coming from the dishes from the kitchen. It's probably not any good.
performance check. Here comes a natural 20. Everybody's good when they're either doing dishes or in the shower.
I wouldn't be too sure, but we'll try. Let's have a look, see at what this is.
12!
Yeah.
Pretty decent. I mean,
Me?
yeah.
Here's
I
the
mean-
part. Does anyone look into the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how he's doing, because I don't know if he's ever actually washed a dish.
That if you see the sink, it's like filled to the brim with warm water and like foam everywhere. And all of Cinnamon's armor and clothing are somewhere else on the counter.
What?
And he's just sticking out of it, just pushing plates up against the side and sort of scrubbing them as he's taking a bath at the same time.
Oh my god!
I am not entirely surprised by this imagery, but hey.
So his bare bottom is what I see as he's like facing the dishes.
I mean, there are anime-style appropriate clouds of bubbles, but yes.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, of course. Oh god.
What? And Cass looks back. Oh, boy. Okay.
I mean, they're getting washed. I
Sure,
don't know if
yeah.
there's really. Great job, Cinnamon.
Well, he's not rubbing them its bum or anything, so that's,
Oh, no, it's fine.
that's the thing.
Awesome job. Keep it up, bud. Keep it up. And she's like, thumbs up and on it.
Myself as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Two birds, one stone. Absolutely.
No wasting the water.
No wasting
The water.
of the water.
There's a knock at
I'm
the
losing
front
my
door.
accent, I'm sorry.
To the inn. Oh. Interesting. Phil, could you get that for me?
She does.
Val, as you make your way over to the door, you would see a rougher man, probably in his early 30s, just a bit of a stubbled beard, piercing blue eyes, and sort of dark brown, little bit higher than my own shaved head. And he's got a bunch of tools and things like strapped on him, and also he would have a small backpack with him. And he kind of just waves as you get to the door.
Who is this?
I'm
Check
here
it.
to finish up the window that I started on yesterday.
Right. Do you know this guy, Cass?
Cass kind of looks over Fell's shoulder and goes, "Ah, yeah, that's the window guy. Hey, Fred." Hey, Cass.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna go do that thing. And he awkwardly walks up the stairs.
I mean, there was that guy that was in the appointment book, too, that we could look into.
Oh, yeah. What was his name? Like, Benjamin
Something. Yeah,
Something.
Benjamin something.
Schmeller? Schumer?
Schmer. Yeah, that's right. It was Sure. Yeah, that's what it was.
Schmurmer?
Yeah. It was like a very exotic sounding name. Well, exotic for this world. But anyway, we should go look him up and see where he lives. Since you don't know him, Cass.
Sure. I mean, hold on, let me go get the book. She makes her way upstairs. Disappears. Any conversation want to happen between the three of you while Cass is away?
Do you need coffee, Fel? You look like you are not a morning person.
I prefer tea, but if coffee's there, I'll take it.
Well-
Maybe don't go spreading around about, the blood and the poison thing, because me and the twins get enough hack from some locals as is. That might not help matters.
Well, okay. I will try to taper it back a little bit. Yeah, I can see how
It's
that
fine
might.
if the guards know, just like if the locals.
No, no,
You know?
no. It would only be. I'm not gonna be like, you know.
I am curious if it's something you can buy or not, though. Like, is it like a common ingredient? And 2 liters sounds like a lot.
It would make a lot of the potion. I mean, the small bottle fragment wasn't that big. And
Yeah,
you said
the,
you
the
had
bottle
another
was probably
heart.
like the half your pinky, is how big the bottle was.
So
What's the 2 liters about? What the heck was saying, man?
Oh,
But-
TV was saying, you take a couple liters of demon blood and mix that in with some other
So
ingredients.
it's just
Yeah.
okay. So that's just like throwing out numbers. It wasn't
Mhm.
actually what would be required. Okay, cool. I was wondering if it's like 2 liters and then you concentrate it down. I don't know.
and then
Maybe.
you said you guys had a heart attack in your show.
It was literally just like an older lady who got a bit too excited.
Oh, I see.
She was
Okay.
fine. She was fine afterwards, but it's see this new shocking show. Someone had a heart attack. It was so wild. It's Curdy uses
Gotcha.
anything for publicity. It wasn't serious. She was fine. Just
Gotcha.
a bit too close to the flames.
Mm-hmm. That's some good advertising, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's
Right?
good advertising. Yeah.
Eventually, the singing in the kitchen stops, and after a while, there's Cinnamon just sort of floats back out, just trying to get some water out of his ear. His hair's still wet. Like,
Yeah.
don't use the red dish rag to dry dishes anymore. I use that to towel myself off. Yep, and he just goes and stands on the.
Nisa promptly goes back around to the kitchen, takes the red cloth, and throws it away. Like, she just, like, gets rid of it. Like, doesn't even think twice about it. It's gone.
If you washed it, it would have been fine.
I mean, sure. But, I don't have time to wash it right now. So,
Gas comes down the stairs. Yeah, Benjamin Schmeller.
Schmeller.
That's all I've got for him.
No address.
It doesn't have an
anything.
address, unfortunately. It does say that he's a resident. He's a local.
That
Okay.
name reeks.
Yeah, it does, actually. Is there, like, a registry of where people are living in town? For people to...
There's like neighborhood registries for when like the neighborhoods were built, but you have to get in contact with like, the management group that built the place.
It seems like a whole.
I don't know how that
lot.
works. Sorry, entirely. I just know we had to register. When we got our house, we registered it through a group that funded the neighborhood being built, and then I don't know if that goes into a wider registry or what.
Also, I'm not sure if we should look into all of this until, well, perhaps Jasmine is here as well, as in she seems to be kind of the brains of the whole operation kind of thing. Might be just me though.
Really, I would usually think anyone who grouped up with Jasmine would think that she's the money of the group.
Yeah, probably as well, but
Man, I just wish we could have looked into
also,
something.
that creepy fella that you seem to like is also not
I'm
bad
sorry?
at finding stuff. He pried open that drawer.
David?
Yeah.
David?
Oh, that's who we were talking about. I was like, creepy fellow that I was into. What?
I mean, oh yeah, no, I thought he was very handsome. Like,
I mean,
And,
yeah,
like,
he's
very handsome.
decently
Next
cute.
up.
I've seen better,
very, very handsome.
but yeah. I mean, he's not like.
I mean, I apologize. Like, it was just a little bit of a shock. Like, when he walked in, it was very, like, his presence was just very strong that day. I don't know.
I mean, sure, that sounds like a. To each their
I
own.
think he's pale.
Some people argue that you're small, Cinnamon. I mean, that doesn't really change much.
Just makes us.
Well, in the meantime,
Hey, where's my red dish rag?
Look, we threw it away.
I'm
You
not gonna
didn't
ask.
like that I used it as a towel.
Why would you use it as a? I have towels.
We just threw it away.
It was just there. It was easy.
Sorry. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
So I guess
Are you guys gonna hang around here and help me out all day, or?
no. We're gonna go
No?
and try to get this alligator with 4 flowers growing out of its back. Green flower, black stem.
I didn't know there were alligators.
Everything
in this part
tells
of
me
this.
that this is a
got it
terrible
right.
idea.
You don't wanna go? It's fine. We don't have to go.
It's a terrible idea, but I'm liking it, so let's do this shit. I feel like we're not going to survive, but sure.
I would much rather either find out more about the person that tried to kill you, Cinnamon, or this Benjamin guy. But I don't know how to look up the Benjamin guy. Short of going to, like, I don't know, some sort of registry somewhere, like, where people can... I would think the guards would want to know where people are living if they're living within the city. Like, if...
Yeah, I would think the guards would want to know, definitely. Maybe try... You try the public records office.
Do you want to go there and see if we can find this Benjamin? I mean, it's a very unique name. I can't imagine that there's more than one here.
Benjamin Schmeller? No, there's got to be only one. Who has the last name Schmeller?
Schmeller.
Cinnamon's just
All right, well,
starts giggling to himself a bit too much.
let's go check out to see if there's the registry at the public records or something like that. And
Do you guys
see
even know where the public records office is?
No, we don't.
Ugh. Fine. I'll come with you.
What?
Well, I'm coming now. You know. You don't know where the public records office is, do you?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought, so I'm coming. Alright, I need something to do. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She goes upstairs. I have to go tell the worker that he's free to, you know, do his thing, but lock the place up when he's done. She disappears upstairs. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with more murder investigations. Alright, see you soon. ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Fourth Age. All right, bringing us back in. With a little help recruited from your lovely new bar owner, you guys are going to go search for public records on Benjamin Schmeller. Doesn't take long before you guys would arrive in a building not too far from where you were yesterday. As a matter of fact, it's in the same building you were in yesterday. You go back to the Capitol building. This time, though, you weren't headed towards any stuffy courtrooms. You're headed to the other side of the building, where you can find the records office. And instead of a stuffy courtroom, you quickly find a stuffy office with several cubicles, papers everywhere, and a bunch of very bored-looking gnomes, half-elves, and humans. One of them just lazily looks up towards you and goes, "Hi, welcome to Public Records. How may I help you?"
Nace is gonna look at Cinnamon, and she's gonna like try to pat his arm and be like, "It's all right. We're not gonna stay here too long. We just got a question. Would you, by chance, have the last address or known location for a Benjamin Schmiller?"
Miller? Want to spell that name?
Oh my god.
She's
gonna look
a
at
request ticket.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
An hour later.
I hate you.
An hour later. Eventually, you are able to pull up the records on Benjamin Schmeller.
Schmeller. Sorry.
What it would tell you is this individual does live here in Marienberg. They are within the inner walls, not too far from the harbor. They're about a block away from the harbor district itself. They are listed as upper middle income. Rumored to be, or at least last documented to be, 28 years of age. With believed to be married and believed to be with one child. And those records are held in the family registry. Please see attached. That's about what you get from the public's record office.
Okay. I'm sorry, did it list a profession?
It has down there for profession that he is a aeronautical navigation officer.
Okay.
That means he sits on an airship all day and navigates.
Okay. Alright, so I mean, he sounds like a upstanding citizen, lives in a pretty decent place. Let's go see him!
That's an idea, sure. Anything to get this place.
You leave the dreadful Capitol building and begin making your way towards the harbor district. It's not long, maybe another hour's worth of travel, before you can begin to hear the sound of the waves and also the sound of the ships creaking in the docks.
Well, this is
Also
kind of
doesn't
nice.
Take you long before you would come to the middle-class neighborhoods of the harbor district. It's kind of easy to spot. They're the only nice houses around here, and everywhere else has this general air of, we don't care what we look like.
Okay.
Making your way into that area? Go ahead and give me investigation checks.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Damn!
Fell, natural 20. Wow, okay. 23 Fellbrook Avenue, that's what you were looking for. And Fell, as the rest of the party begins to spread out looking from address to address, you simply look towards the mailbox to your right. And sure enough, you're standing.
Man! Both of them!
Cinnamon, you would also notice, you're standing at that exact address. as you look over to your right, and you can see just rather plain, sort of beige-walled house with this beautiful seafoam tile roofing that goes up it, and it's got sort of this curved roof, almost like the bottom of a ship underwater. You normally wouldn't get to see it, but it's sort of integrated as part of the style of the roof. The mailbox has a couple letters inside of it, and there's currently an individual trimming away at some of the bushes in front of the house.
I look at Fel as Nesa seems to probably walk onwards. Should we tell her?
Like
We
she's
should.
like looking around, like looking at the paper, looking around, like 100% missing it.
Should got her tippy toes and give her like a wave. Just to beckon her over.
What? What's going on?
You don't have to go that far. We found it.
Oh, it's right here. Oh my god.
I know, it's so pretty. It's easy to get distracted. But what's our game plan?
Oh,
Now
just
that we're
ask him.
here?
I mean, there was no other information about his visit and stuff, and he was the last one to see Calder alive. So maybe he saw someone coming to see him. I know that he was there, what was it, 2 hours before? Or an hour before?
Yes, the ledger would have said that his meeting took place 2 hours before.
2 hours
Dr. Hooney
before?
and Susan's. Yeah.
Right. So we'll just kind of casually ask him about it.
So who walks up the cobbled driveway?
I do.
Okay.
And I wrap my arm around Fel because she's not gonna like kind of linger behind. She's coming with me.
All right.
And I'm sure Cinnamon just follows because Cinnamon's Cinnamon.
The three of you make it to the front door. The individual cutting away at the bushes doesn't seem to pay you any attention whatsoever. He's probably just a local hired gardener, either for the community or personally by the homeowner.
Oh man. They have people hired to trim bushes here. It must be good to navigate on airships. Okay. Would I know that a navigator for airships make bank? Or would it be unusual that he is living so prestigiously on that type of salary?
Well, go ahead and give me a... What do I want to call for a paycheck check?
Paycheck check?
Yeah. Give me either an insight or investigation. $11? You don't know what the fuck airship people get paid. It's got to be more than regular sailors, though, right?
I don't even know what a regular sailor gets paid. Is it like minimum wage or something? Okay. Thanks. My dumb brain doesn't know stupidness. Okay. Great.
So, you just stand there at the door, eagerly waiting for someone to come to it, or
No,
does
no,
anyone
no,
dare
no.
knock?
I will not, or ring the doorbell, or
There are no
let
doorbells.
Fel do something.
She'll knock.
Okay. Rap-a-tap-tap-tap. About a good 3 minutes passes. You might knock again in that time.
Louder this time. Do like really loud. Like you're here
She'll
for
do it.
a purpose.
She'll
hear-
knock with your fist at her tail, and then ask the gardener to knock too, or ask the
Alright.
gardener to let us in.
The gardener kind of just looks at you guys as you're knocking. Just give him a minute.
I mean, she's a performer. She likes drums.
That makes sense.
Start singing Bohemia life song on the knocky knock.
You would hear from inside something slam open, almost like a trap door opening up, and you would hear the sound of like some shuffling pottery of some sort. It would be the errant curse that's shouted into an empty hallway, and then eventually the sound of like shoes hitting marble, until eventually the door would swing open. And what you would see is, much like how Seth has his hair, slick back, black in the center, shaved sides. You would see he also has like these two lines cut into the sides as well that match up exactly. A bit of a full, well-kept goatee. Lovely brown eyes. And wearing a dark brown jacket that's a little heavier for the weather than it needs to be. Sort of a plain gray tunic underneath, and what looks like these very baggy, very loose pants that look like they would flow really well in like a light breeze. And he's got a saber sort of just loosely hanging off of his belt. Yeah.
So he looks like a pirate.
A little bit, yeah. He's just missing the eyepiece. There's no parrot, and he's not wearing a tricorn hat or anything like that.
Wow. Okay.
What's up?
Benjamin Schmeller?
Schmeller. Everybody fucks that name up. What's up?
Schmeller. Sorry. Hey, we are with...
Yeah? Look, if this is about the charity, I am not paying this year.
Nope.
This is... Okay.
We're with Calder's staff.
Calder? Who's Calder?
Coldo.
Coldo! Oh, well,
Coldo.
fuck. Yeah, what about him?
Well, see, his daughter asked us to follow up because she saw that you had this appointment with him, and she wasn't sure.
We just need to double check the books with you.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So
right.
we just weren't sure like what the arrangement was with you and Coldo.
So, Coldo didn't... What is... I'm a little confused. Why didn't Coldo just tell you what our arrangement was?
Oh, he did.
You'd let us sit down and go inside.
God, this house is so
Sure.
lovely, and she's gonna try to like walk right in and be like looking at the artistry, like the tapestries or whatever are on. This house is so beautiful.
All right, come in. All right.
Like ducking through the arm kind of thing, and just
What the
like
fuck? He looks
walking
like
right
behind
in.
you guys as you walk in, and it just checks. And what's up, Tommy? People are fucking weird. Closes the door behind him. Turns around and gives his coat a little bit of a swoosh as he does. Okay. So now you're in my house. What?
Yes. We just were curious about the arrangement that you and Coldo had.
Coldo?
I can't say.
Coldo.
Yeah.
Coldo.
His name's not that hard.
No, I just don't have my notes in front of me, guys. It's very bad.
No, I get it. You keep like forgetting the name because you're panicking in the moment.
Yeah.
No, I totally get it.
All right. Anyway, yeah.
Okay,
So
my
we-
arrangement with Coldo was, I don't fucking know. I got like a couple barrels of wine every once in a blue moon, and last time I was there, we weren't even talking about wine. We were just shooting the shit, and I was talking about getting a package delivered for him.
And that was...
Look.
Why isn't Cass with you?
Yeah, Cass
Sorry,
was
it's
with
a
it.
little.
Yeah, she's Is she here with us?
No,
like,
she just took you guys to the records office.
Okay, and then she left.
She has to run a bar, so yeah.
Right, okay. Well, she has to run the bar, so she asked us to come in her stead.
That makes sense.
So,
do you mind if I Hold on.
What?
Looks around.
I want to know what the heck does this guy give the impression that he's a nice guy at all? Like, or does he just like
He
look
gives
genuine?
the impression of someone who's a little weirded out that people just force their way into his house, and also is not entirely sure why you guys are being strange and why.
Okay, all right. Look, I'm gonna be real with you.
No, okay, yeah, bring it.
Caldo is dead.
Why didn't you fucking say that when you were at the...
Look, because I don't want to talk about it in a doorway. I was trying to be all like espionage and stuff, and it wasn't really working for me. So we're just gonna go ahead.
This is not a Tom Hardy novel. I mean, there's no... You know, fuck it. All right. Anyways, Caldo's dead. That's a little fucked up.
Yeah. So your name was the last person to see him alive.
Oh, okay. I see what this. Yeah. No, I got you. Okay. Well, shit. I can show you my ledgers if you want.
I mean, it wasn't. What was he getting delivered or something? Like, do you?
He was getting a package delivered. It was it wasn't exactly. It was like a crate. It wasn't a. It was about barrel size, but it wasn't a barrel. From what I got on the packaging list for what he gave me, he said it was going to be steel balls, but I know it's not going to be steel balls.
Steel balls?
Yeah, you know the ones that you use to like throw at people and they trip and shit.
Ball bearings.
Yeah, those things.
Well, but technically they are steel balls, I guess.
Yeah, he said there was going to be like a crate of like 10,000.
What?
But I know Coldo. He's not shipping a crate of 10,000 ball bearings.
It was 10,000 of something, though, right?
No, it was more than likely something that weighed what 10,000 ball bearings would weigh.
Oh, okay.
Which is probably a lot.
Yeah, it's like small child. What? Look, I don't know who you are, Tiefling, but your head cock is really fucking with me. I just said it was like small child. That's about the weight. That's about what it comes out to, okay? A small human child, maybe around the ages of 11 to 12, would weigh about as much as 10,000 ball bearings. What?
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That's a very specific thing to first throw out.
I'm a fucking aeronautical engineer. I have to think about this shit.
Did he usually get something like this delivered on a regular basis?
He usually, yeah, he sent out something of usually the same exact weight every 4 months. And then he usually gets something weighing like 3 times that every 4 months back. He would send something out when we got there. This other guy named Desdemona.
Desdemona?
Mm-hmm. He would give us a package. We'd bring it back with us.
So every 4 months he'd send out something that weighs about the weight of a small child.
Mm-hmm.
And then Desdemona would send back something that weighed how much?
I don't know, like... He kind of eyes you up and down, Nasa. Like your weight.
My weight?
Mm-hmm.
Something, okay, like an adult.
Yeah.
He'd never shipped anything about my weight, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, a few times, but that was to, like, family and shit, and that was, you know, Southern Imperium.
Where was it going to?
This was going to the fucking elves. This was going to Salamanca.
Salamanca. Okay. So when you saw him, how'd he look?
Paler than usual. And I don't know, like, he was a little bit more secretive, or at least pretending to be more secretive than normal. Like we were doing something illegal. When normally he's just like he'll talk about it. You know?
This is gonna be a weird question, but did he come off like a zombie or undead?
That is a weird question. I wouldn't say... I mean, he wasn't craving for brains and looking to suck mine out or anything, but...
Ugh.
Something was off.
He wasn't coughing or anything, or
No coughing. He was, like...
just pale?
Pale. His eyes were a little, you know... a little more dilated than normal. I don't know, something just felt weird.
Sure.
Like I was talking to somebody who was like, you know, rehearsed Caldo or some shit.
Rehearsed?
Yeah, like if you ever gone to any of the Spark Theater plays?
Like you were acting like him instead of actually him.
Yeah, like you guys, out of character, you guys would have been to the Spark Theater every once in a blue moon. It's usually like it's a college funded theater, so a lot of students, it's sort of like their ticket to try out different plays under directors that are willing to give their time, and if they do well enough, they usually make it into the actual industry. So you kind of get a wide range of skill.
Yeah.
He looked paler. Was there anything else that looked different about him aside from his acting, like off or strange?
I mean, aside from, you know, the way he was acting in the moment and the paleness, I would say, and the eyes. Oh shit, yeah. No, his rings. The 2 rings that he had, they were on his left hand instead of his right.
Difficult question to the DM as well, as in, Cinema's going to try and think back on the whole conversation about getting bottles his size the night before. Was Caldo any paler, and did the rings seem off?
Go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
This is going to be... I think any roll's going to be terrible, so yeah. Here we go. Pure wisdom. Just ability check.
Mm-hmm. 14.
Bad. Not bad.
Not bad at all. You do remember him being a bit pale. When you try and think back to that exact moment, it's... you can't recall all the details. The background's blurry. You know that you were in the inn, or in the tavern, I should say. You remember that you were talking to Caldo, but you can't really see his face in the moment. And his hands are just there, but all the details washed out. But yeah, he was a bit paler than he normally was. And do you remember like the warm feeling that his smile would give you? But in what you can visually remember, it's just a sort of anonymous blank face. Anonymous.
Now that he's mentioning that, I do remember him looking pale that night. But,
So...
yeah, something was off of him before he went upstairs even. Also, how was he downstairs and upstairs at the same time? As in, someone must have been...
portraying him.
somehow. We knew that much already, but this just confirms that
I think I know. I'm thinking, what if those, You remember how I told you about those like chameleon type people that are part of that other empire?
Yes, it's the supposed lizards. Kinda
Yeah,
thing.
they were lizards and stuff, and then that one guy that Fell talked with, his eyes did that weird thing. What
Yeah,
if
that was pretty.
they can look like other people?
I mean, you
Like
don't
what if
exactly have to be a lizard to look like other people.
true,
Like,
but
the hag we spoke with as well, she's also portraying
For
someone
instance,
else.
I remember what Caldo looks like, so here, and he snaps his fingers, and you watch as his visage takes on the shape of Caldo. Still the same height that he currently is, but visually he looks like Caldo. See? Not that hard, and if I, do my best to put on an accent.
wow,
I'm just saying.
That's some pretty awesome talent you have there.
It's weird seeing him again.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And the illusion goes away.
So I know it's not hard to do. All right, that's fine. But narrowing down and pinpointing who did it. I wonder if those lizard guys can do that.
You mean a Charman?
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, in your
Don't-
travels, have you ever come across them?
Yeah, I'll come across a few.
I mean, to me, they've always been like legends or myths or anything like that. They actually exist, though, like in big sectors.
Not in. I mean, they exist. They're pretty damn rare. They mainly come from like the Ironfell Alliances area, and I've only really run into them in sort of the capital region. I don't know what. From what I know about them, they can sort of like blend into their environment when they're standing still. But other than that, they're like normal people.
So they
If a
can't
little-
change.
If a little odder with how they talk.
But they don't like chameleon into other people.
Not that I've heard of. That could be a thing, though. I'm not exactly a biologist, so I can't give you 100% accurate.
Maybe we should go talk to that guard again. Find out if they can do that.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then maybe he's the one that killed Caldo, too. Because he was the one that was there and tried to kill you.
Yeah, he was sort of hands-on.
Yeah.
Huh. I do remember that a bit too well.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. There's somebody who's killed Caldo, but do you guys not know who it is, or do you know who it is?
He admits to it, but
We're trying to find
Why?
out who that is.
Huh?
So I'm gonna do, like, I kind of want to see how much I can trust him. Like, I don't mind him knowing that this business partner of his has died and under suspicious means, but I kind of want to see how much we can, like, is he...
I mean, you can give me an insight check, but really what that's going to tell you is he either seems or doesn't, or you're unable to tell if he seems trustworthy in the moment. This is really just a person you've just met, so you can only get so
Okay.
much, though.
Okay. I mean, we can tell you more, like, once we figure it out and everything, Benjamin, but, we don't know who did it yet.
Okay.
So we're still looking into it a little bit more. I do appreciate you telling us what you
Yeah.
told us, though.
Yeah, no problem. Does Cass know when the funeral is going to be?
No, I think it's gonna. If anything, it's probably gonna be in a week or so. She says that she thought they took him to the morgue or something like that. So
I've got some friends there I could ask.
okay.
Well, okay.
Maybe we'll see each other again. Who knows?
Yeah, I hope your investigation goes well. But I've kind of got some things I was in the middle of, so I apologize,
Sure.
but I've kind of got
What
to
does
kick you
the
back out.
interior of his house look like?
Sure. Inside, you would see that he has a marbled front entrance floor, in sort of a half moon design of the marble. There's a single staircase off to the left-hand side of the door. That starts like immediately as you go through the door, and the door kind of covers it partially while it's open. But of course the door is closed right now. There's a staircase that goes up on your left-hand side and goes up to a second floor, and you can see that there's a walkway that sits over the main hallway that you're sort of standing in. To your right is a lovely, fully stocked dining room. It has this beautiful mahogany dining table. It has 8 chairs around the table, and it's got these 2 large mahogany shelving, not shelves, sort of like an armoire, but for like alcohol, essentially.
Liquor cabinet. Okay.
Liquor cabinet. Thank you. He's got a fully stocked liquor cabinet. It looks to have whiskeys and a few different types of wines that are stored in there, and quite a few glasses. Beyond that, you can see here where you guys are standing. From the dining room, there is a pathway into the kitchen, and you can see a little bit of the kitchen. You can see like the pantry door through the kitchen door, but you can't get a lot of detail other than the fact that the floor is tiled in there with like this beautiful moonstone. Going up the stairs, it looks like there is the stairs are hardwood, and they have been. It looks like they've been handmade hardwood stairs. A few of the pieces of wood are a little off calculations wise, but for the most part, beautiful set of stairs going up. That looks like it's in the process of currently being painted.
So this guy is more than middle class. This is very nice.
He's upper middle class.
Okay. You have a lovely home.
Thank you. Yes, but I was in the middle of a few things.
Sure. We'll go. It's no problem. Maybe, like I said, maybe we'll see you again, or if we have anything to maybe deliver or whatever for Cass, then we'll come back and see you or something. Appreciate it.
If you don't run into me, either at the funeral or business wise, if you're ever by the Skyport, it's usually where I'm at. So.
Skyport. Okay. Oh, I'm Nasa, by the way. That's Cinnamon.
Nasa, right?
Fel.
Nasa.
Yeah.
Shakes her hand, Nasa. Cinnamon, I recognize you. Yeah. You're a small dude who's always on the bar. Yeah. Fel, yeah, you play every, what is it, Saturdays and Tuesdays?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, yeah, so, okay. Gotcha. Alright. Shit. Fuck, he's dead. I'm gonna find a new place to drink. Alright.
I mean, you can still go to Cass. Cass is like, she's still there.
Yeah, but that's like depressing. And he's saying this as you guys are like standing on his front porch right now.
Well, okay.
But then again, support her and the family. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, well, I have a good day.
All right, bye.
Closes the door.
Have a good one.
So, that's my theory on it anyway, guys. I don't know if you guys agree or...
No fucking clue, to be honest.
Belle's gonna do that for a couple of seconds to hear if the trapdoor goes again, as it did the first time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You would hear, and then the smacking of wood against wood that, like, bounces a few times,
Nice.
and then settles.
Okay.
Okay, and then she'll just kind of be like, continue.
Well, I'm glad we came to see him. Seems like a nice guy.
I am thinking, however, did we talk to the rest that sort of helped out with the investigation yesterday? See if they've got any insights on it.
That's true. Could do that too. I don't know if we should go and talk to that guy that tried to kill you. Did you guys get his name?
Yeah.
Besides Ben,
He likes everybody else to call him Mel, but he was happy for me to call him Ben. But you're my friends, so I guess you guys can call him Ben too.
Ben, okay. Benjamin and okay, that's bravo. Okay.
Does that mean we're going back to the courthouse, or at least, well, no, the guard's tower next to it, right?
Hey.
I mean, what do you guys think we should do? I apologize. I've been kind of leading the way here, and I don't mean to be. What would you guys like to do?
What's up, Seth?
Speaking here rather than Cinnamon is that I am knackered.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So I am thinking sort of Cinnamon would do, or suggest, as he suggested, perhaps find the rest of the group, discuss what we found, and continue from there. But that would basically, in my personal player-wise thing, be let's bring the game to an end and continue next week.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's fine with you guys, because I want
No,
to
it's fine.
kind of.
Sure. No, that's fine. I mean, I think we did some good investigation and finding some information out, and
You guys have
some
lined up a
good-
job. You aren't going to get any
That
money
and
from
I
it,
got-
but you're going to get some potions from it.
That
Yeah.
and I got Dave Cinnamon in the dishes, so yeah, that is fantastic.
I mean, you got some character development. You got to see what kind of character he is a little bit. We got to find out that Fel is not a morning tiefling whatsoever, and she is pretty like
I thought I was
like a-
downstairs because he said she was downstairs. I just didn't know where I was. I was just confused at a character.
That's
He
okay.
said that she was helping clean, and then I don't know.
Sorry, I liked it. It was good character development all around, honestly.
Great.
Also, we found out that Cinnamon does not care about being uncouth
Hygienic.
in public. No, he's very hygienic, apparently. It's just
No, he has
when he
dirty
chooses...
He has dirty hands and stuff.
Well, he washed his
That's
hands
why he
right
washed
after.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he ate breakfast. The breakfast was a little greasy, so he, took
Okay.
a bath washing dishes.
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
But he has no table manners.
No,
None whatsoever.
Well,
That's
thank you
all
all
right,
so much
that's
for
all right.
joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We greatly appreciate it. And I'd like to go ahead and start a campaign right here and now to go ahead and fund our local druidic schools in the future. Our
oh
druids,
my god.
So to get the proper
druids
education
need
and the
the
knowledge
proper
about
education.
plants that
Yes.
druids should have.
Yes,
You're
absolutely.
horrible.
So fund your local charities to fund schools and get people the learning that they need.
Oh my
Um,
god, you make me sound so stupid. I'm not stupid.
We will see you guys next time. Adios.
Bye.
Have a good one, everyone.